Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got another Overwatch match for you, the third one of the week. Tonight, the Red Raiders are going to be taking on St. Ambrose University. They are still undefeated this season, and they have high hopes to keep that streak running. We're going to have a pretty good match here. St. Ambrose also undefeated, I believe, so two very good teams facing off together in this division. So it should be quite a bit of a fight, quite a lot to take into account as we're watching these two teams stack up against each other. Let's look at our players for the night. We've got Ronin on the tank. Looks like we're going to be starting with QWERTY and Amino on DPS, and Vacancho and LBVD, VLVD on DVD on support. We're going to hop right into the game here, folks. So let's get to it. And here we are, we're loading in here, and the first fight is yet to break out. 15 seconds left. We're on Elios this time on the control point. Our favorite Junker Queen comp that we see, Ronin, QWERTY on the Genji here. And a little bit of technical difficulty as we pause before the control point even unlocks. We're going to see if... Alrighty, we'll go back to this player screen as we're having some technical difficulties on St. Ambrose's side. I believe one of the players does not have any audio coming from their system. And if you've played Overwatch, you know how important it is to play with audio. Now, you viewers out there might not realize how important that audio is because there's a lot of things happening on screen. Your vision is taking in a lot, lots of bullets, a lot of enemies there. And that's all well important as well. But the sound cues in Overwatch have been designed specifically for each character. And these players have played for a long enough time that those are a second nature to them. They can hear a footstep behind them and know exactly which character in the game that is. So they can tell if an opponent is coming up nearby them. So audio is going to be quite important for them to get figured out here. Just that little update here. We are still figuring that out. But let's talk a little bit about what we've seen from our team so far. Undefeated season, as I've said before. These guys have been playing their hearts out, going 3-0, not giving up a single map yet to any of the opposing teams. And that is a lot of part due to, well, a few things. One, they got a great coach that works with them, allows them to VOD review, go over different team dynamics, team compositions, map rotations. And their play style together is just so cohesive. These guys have been practicing for so long together. Oh, and it looks like we are back just right away. Let's get that pulled back up as the fight just starts right out of nowhere. Looks like Amino is going to find the first kill of the match. Ronin following up shortly behind that. Northwestern up on this fight. Looks like they're going to be taking over the fight here and controlling that point. As I was saying, this team, Northwestern's team, has been practicing together for quite a long time. Their dives are so coordinated. The timing, I was asking the players how the comm situation looks when they're in Discord together talking. And they said it can get very loud. Lots of yelling going on. Amino going down there. And they're constantly talking about who to be shooting at, where to go on the point, and what to focus. Ronin and LBV finding one there. Point still owned by Northwestern currently. And the tank goes down. QWERTY finding the tank. Looks like he's got 5 health, just trying to escape this Lucio right now. Gets Vacancho to come help him out, and Lucio's going to fall off the map. Calculated play there. 50% already for Northwestern, already halfway through the first round on Elios. Looks like 3, almost 4 ultimates for Northwestern coming up, matched by 3 on St. Ambrose's side. We'll see which team decides to pop those ultimates first. Ronan grabbing side of Potato before he can get onto his backline. Quirdy's going in for an ultimate with Vacanchos. He finds one, finds two, looking for the other support, finds him. No supports here for the side of St. Ambrose. Northwestern might have lost Amino, but St. Ambrose lost a lot more than that. And a great pull there by Ronan again on the Winston as he's jumping away, just ruining his plans of escape there. LBV gonna pop his ultimate as this is the last fight, 99%. Northwestern only has one member of St. Ambrose's team to get rid of before they capture this map. Looks like round one possibly gonna go over to Northwestern, and it sure does. Objective secured, 100% to 0. St. Ambrose having trouble finding their footing here against this team. Now we are going on to Lighthouse here on Ilios, the second round of map number 1. If St. Ambrose takes this one away, then we will go to a third point here on Ilios, but if Northwestern takes home the dub, we're going to be going on to map 2 right after this. We have only seen it once so far this season where Northwestern has given up a point on Control, and it was yesterday that we saw that against UNO, so... My apologies, I believe it was UNI as I'm hearing. UNI is who they lost 1 point on Control to. We'll see if they can hold up their streak of playing quite well on these first Control points. Side of Potato very low, gone in the first instances of this fight. That is not good for St. Ambrose here, losing your tank player that early. Quirdy here on the back line looking for this Lucio, just jumping around him, pushing him away from his team. St. Ambrose definitely just split up, not sure where to go. Northwestern going to take control of that map as St. Ambrose has a Tracer in the backlines for Northwestern here. Vacancho going to try to take that 1v1. And we see it is a mad dash to try to find this Tracer. Points going over to St. Ambrose. Northwestern possibly going to let that happen. Ronan sticking on point. 0 health, though. He's gone. Northwestern's lost the point. St. Ambrose owning it currently. Amino unable to get saved there by his healers. Northwestern losing control of the point. LBV probably going to have to back out here or get sent back to spawn. Now this is a lot closer now that we're seeing 20% to 20%. St. Ambrose taking hold here. Losing Ronan early in that fight was definitely key for St. Ambrose's victory there. We really needed him to stay alive. But a lot of the supports, the DPS, were looking for that Tracer. Billy Shark there in the back line. The Sombra's not looking too hot right now. Possibly going to go down, but no. Swaggy Fish going to be using her ultimate. LBV getting low, dying there. Birdie gonna use his ultimate early here, trying to get rid of the entire enemy team. Can he grab the Lucio, though? And he doesn't. Gets detected, hacked by the Sombra. Might be able to make it out here, but does not. Doesn't grab the health pack. Tracer recalls. Gets away from him. 70% now. Northwestern 1, maybe 2 fights if they can do it fast enough, but looking like 1 fight here. They're gonna have to give it their all. They've got 2 ultimates online here. Quirdy already using his, doesn't have that.
The breeze brings relief.
Possibly gonna see some dueling beats here. Kitsune going out for Northwestern. Quirdy already down. Big beat there from LBV, but it doesn't grab Vacancho, who falls in that fight as well. Dumpster Baby going to be using his ultimate on the side of St. Ambrose. It's overtime. Northwestern's got to stay alive here. Not even keep all their members up. Ronan going in for his ultimate, maybe finding this Tracer, possibly finding this Kiriko, and he does. LBV putting that little bit of healing on his team, but that's enough to keep him alive. 99% here and counting. Overtime still. Goes to Northwestern. Quite a hectic little fight, but Northwestern does grab it. If they can grab that Lucio, that's going to give them a little bit of breathing time. Allow those respawns to come in. Let QWERTY get back. Looks like LBV might be on the lookout for QWERTY here. Let Northwestern get all of their strength back with all 5 members. We still do see an EMP over there on the side of St. Ambrose. That could be a huge ultimate. Amino going to be popping his ultimate here. Gets hacked, though. There goes the EMP. And Amino getting killed in the backline by the Sombra. Northwestern down 1 player here. And no ultimates to make up for it. It's overtime. It's already gone over to St. Ambrose. Someone's got to be touching this point. Looks like Vacantra's touching the point. Ronan might be able to get on, but he doesn't. 100% to 55%. St. Ambrose University takes point number 2. As I said, that's the second time we've seen a point this season go over on control from Northwestern to the enemy. Definitely a close game. Nothing to scoff at all. I know that first point went 100-0, but when you lose the next point, you got to think, is it the communications? Is it the mental state? These guys have won so much. Do they think it's going to be easy? Well, I know from working with this team that they are able to mentally switch on and off so quickly. When they see a point go over to the opponent, that just helps them push that little bit further and play that much tighter together, use their communication, use their planning, their technique so much better. We'll see if they can find the solution here. Concho going down already. Side of Potato landed right on him there. Northwestern gonna have to give up this first point here. No one's gonna want to touch right now. Ronan possibly gonna find a kill on this Tracer, who's working with QWERTY here to maybe get a kill. QWERTY's gonna have to recall. Vacantra's made it back to the fight though, healing up his team. Gonna provide some additional support. But the ultimate charge are looking good for St. Ambrose. QWERTY gets hacked there, trying to find his way out. Gets a kill with Ronan. Ronan finding the Sombra. Northwestern has the advantage here. LBV finding another. I believe it's a 3v5 right now. Northwestern has all 5 of their members, and St. Ambrose only has 3. St. Ambrose's team back in the mix now, here for the fight. Ronan grabs one, though. Billy Shark looking low. QWERTY gonna find him as well on the Tracer mirror. And there goes Side of Potato. Northwestern winning that elongated team fight that we saw start so long ago. They finally took it over, captured this point. 61% to St. Ambrose, but now Northwestern holds all the cards. QWERTY has his pulse bomb, hiding in a little corner here, possibly looking for a cheeky kill. Stick on one of the players that doesn't have an ultimate or can't get out. Finds a Kiriko. Kiriko, TP gone. Big nano boost here. Onto the LBV. Uses Transcendence. And Northwestern taking this fight. 3 ultimates gone for St. Ambrose and 2 for Northwestern. That's a fight you like to see. It was so fast, so quick, but 1 nano boost from Vacantra onto LBV of all people. Potentially a misclick, but maybe just to save his life there in the midst of that chaos. But Northwestern does come out ahead. Tracer has no blink here. QWERTY looking for this 1v1 opportunity. A recall's gone. And QWERTY gets the kill. Vicancho finding Dumpster Baby there on the Lucio. And Ronin's ultimate knocking off side of Potato. Northwestern coming back with the victory there, turning it around from 61-0 to 84 and counting. They possibly are going to win. They have one more fight left here, but a lot of ults as well on both sides. We'll see the chaos that is about to ensue as map 1 is about to come to a close. Alrighty, 2 kills here. Big EMP there on St. Ambrose's side, but Amino finds the kill. Finds another double kill. 99% team kill, and that is going to be Northwestern taking that point. Map 1 going over to Northwestern here. As we do see, it is 2-1 though here for Northwestern. They did lose that second map in there, but they have come home with the victory on Ilios, keeping up the streak of potentially going 3-0. Alrighty, folks, we're going to be heading into map 2 here. We're going to let these teams talk to each other a little bit, talk about this next map, pick, ban, and decide where we're going for map 2. We will be right back with you in a moment. Alrighty, we are back into map 2 on Route 66 here. Northwest are going to be defending first. A little bit of a change up here than what we're used to. Ronin on the Diva. Normally we see him play Doomfist here, and we see quite a good hold from our team on Route 66 indeed. So they are pretty happy to see this map. As usual, that point is going to get pushed all the way to this corner, and then the real fight is going to start. LBV getting real low, going to go down. Both supports for Northwestern down. A really coordinated attack here from the side of St. Ambrose. 3 members of Northwestern's team just fully gone. And QWERTY and Ronin going to have to retreat due to losing the rest of their team. Payload has been pushing, getting pushed quite a bit. That's quite a start to a fight there for St. Ambrose to come away with 3 kills. Ronin putting a lot of damage onto this monkey. Winston possibly going to go down here, and he does. LBV finds another as well. Northwestern coming back with the win of this fight currently. And they have taken control of the point again. Gotta watch out for that Sombra, though, as she can go invisible and possibly grab this point from behind without anyone even realizing. So they'll be watching out to make sure they don't C9, as it's called in the business, and let the Sombra capture the point under their nose. Northwestern, 2 ultimates online here going into this next round of fights. Two supports running away here on Northwestern side, trying to get away. Amino finding the kill on the Sombra, though. That's a good start to the fight. Billy Shark finds QWERTY, though. It's 4-4 right now in the fight. LBV finds one, and Billy Shark loses the ultimate as well. That's huge for Northwestern. That Tracer is out of her ultimate. Do not have to worry about that, as you heard the voice line of her saying, winging it. That is the cue for these players to know that the enemy Tracer has tossed her ultimate, and to watch out, because it can kill you in 1 shot. Ronin pushing it on the back line here. LBV finding a kill again here on the tank. He's absolutely doming with these shots. Northwestern, all 5 ultimates online here, but not needing to use them, as currently they just keep winning the fights without having to dump them. That is nice to go into a fight like this. 60 seconds left, and all 5 ultimates for Northwestern. We'll probably see quite a few getting used here, potentially early, potentially late, hard to say. And you want to get the EMP is gone. Sombra dead so far, 30 seconds left. QWERTY and Ronin going to put some pressure on, trying to force St. Ambrose into a little bit of a panic. Big stick there from QWERTY, finds one. And Ronin's been nano boosted. Side of Potato is going to be using his ultimate here on the Winston. LBV taking some damage. Going to use his ultimate, trying to find Vacantra there. Vacantra down. Already used his ultimate, though. And Lucius the last alive. He's gone. Winston coming in with a jump to contest this point in overtime. He is gone. Amino going to pop his ultimate as a last precaution. Gets away. Lots of ultimates from both sides getting used just as soon as it can. Ronin finds 2 with the Diva Bomb. And the overtime is up. A good fight there. All the ultimates that they had online coming out for St. Ambrose. Sombra getting a touch. Lucio going for the touch. But you have Amino holding on that front line, using his overclocked. Just sitting there to take on that fight, find the Tracer, find the Lucio, pump in some damage. D.Va sitting on point with her ultimate and putting it where she did. Ronan, a master of the tank class here, putting it on a great spot to make it really hard for St. Ambrose's characters to get out of line of sight. If you're inside of a D.Va bomb, it is going to do massive damage when it does explode. And it was really hard for them to do so because it was right on the payload, right where they needed to touch to keep that overtime clock still going. And they just were not able to get away. Northwestern going to be going on to the attack after this pause finishes up. We will be switching over. Northwestern gets to attack, and then St. Ambrose will defend, similar to how Northwestern just did. But all it takes for Northwestern is to push it as far as the payload got in that last round. So whatever the furthest point that St. Ambrose was able to make it to, if Northwestern can get that exactly, get just a smidge past it, there will be a little marker there for them. They will go away with map 2 under their belt. And if you are a longtime viewer of the Northwestern Raider esports team, you will know that Route 66 is their map. Of all of the escort maps, they love Route 66. They always find themselves back here. They have an incredible 0.1 hold, as you saw. Although they lost that first fight and gave up quite a bit of distance there to St. Ambrose, they still brought it back. They had such a great time getting on top of that gas station, just utilizing that high ground, utilizing their characters' mobilities to dance around St. Ambrose's side. We saw Luke and Vacancho there. Both of our supports backing up any time that Winston tried to jump in on them and get their kills, but they were just not able to do it. Northwestern, just a master of defense here on the escort map, specifically Route 66. And we are in the waiting period here. Teams are going to go into their spawn rooms and get ready to swap sides here. We've got Northwestern on the attack. Ronan switching up, looking like he's going on Winston. Last time we saw a Route 66 push, I believe Northwestern capped it after the first fight. There weren't many fights in the game. They did have quite a bit of time to push, but they had one fight and pushed it all the way with one team kill. They were just able to capitalize off of their momentum, get into the enemy's face, and just keep that payload pushing. We'll see if they're able to do it here again and make this a short map number 2.
And your mind will become clear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
QWERTY doing his job on these escort maps as Tracer just hiding down, pushing the map. LBV almost finding Swaggy Fish. Swaggy Fish very low on health after that huge charge shot there from LBV to BVD on DVD. And both DPS here on the Zenyatta. Amino helping him out, finding one. A nice precision shot there with his charged up rifle. Big fight here. Amino staying on point, keeping it moving. These teams are just running around each other. Northwestern's just trying to catch up. St. Ambrose is just running away. QWERTY looking for this Tracer. They are getting close to this point. St. Ambrose, not a lot of team members here, though. Only the tank left. This is the last member of St. Ambrose's team that's here, and he has to get out of here. 2 meters to go. It's contested. The Sombra's on point, but instantly killed by QWERTY there. QWERTY's just sitting on this point. It looks like he is a sniper, just hitting these headshots time after time. He is just melting through them. And there it is. It's already over. Just like I said, quick as can be. Map 2 gone. Northwestern taken over. And this was right around the end of that point. We're going to see a double kill here from QWERTY. He then goes on to sit on point and get 2 more then as he cleans up the rest of the members of St. Ambrose's team. Looking like Northwestern taking map 2, going 2-0 so far. Gonna go into map 3 here after just a short break. We'll be right back with you. Here we are back for map number 3. We got Flashpoint. Gonna be going back to New Junk City. That's 3 New Junk Cities in a row. Seems like a week full of New Junk City, but Northwestern known for their New Junk City and their Flashpoint in general. Just very well played. Pushing into enemy spawn sometimes. Going very deep, getting a fight to be a dub. And we've got that Junker Queen comp that we love to see. Missed little knife there from Ronan. But this Junker Queen is right on him. It's a Junker Queen versus Junker Queen. Ronan's gonna win. 2 down for the side of St. Ambrose. 3 and 2 down. 4 Northwestern, possibly 3. Fiddle going away as well. We swapped Fiddle in for Amino now. But we still got the Sojourn play. But there it is, Ronan with the 5-player kill streak. All 5 members of St. Ambrose gone, and Northwestern's captured the point. Ronan chilling at 60% here about on his ult charge. That's what happens when you get all 5 of the kills in the game after the first team fight. Ronan pretty low here, gonna need some health. He's hacked and he doesn't have a lot of health. But there comes the healing from his team from the brink of death. Fiddle's found one during the midst of that fight there. Sombra's gone. 77%, 78%. Northwestern, tons of percent. Big ultimate here from Ronin. Finding two. No healing coming to the team for St. Ambrose. And Moira is the last alive. She's got to get away. Fiddle dying to the Sombra on point. LBV coming in to help out on Vacancho's side. Overtime. There we go. Flashpoint. Point number one going to Northwestern. And it's one ult versus two ultimates here. Northwestern with the one. Having LBV's beat here for the next team fight if needed.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Point's just to, oh, he finds the Sombra. The point is yet to start up, but LBV just running into the Sombra on accident. Worried to watch out for the EMP, waits for the EMP, uses the B, saving most of his team besides Vacancho. Vacancho dying just a tad bit too early. Worried looking for this Moira, potentially gonna find her. She's one. LBV coming in for the assist, helping him out, gets the finish. Joker Queen, last one on point for St. Ambrose. They have a Lucio running about as well. Doesn't look like he's gonna touch as no one else is alive for his team to help him out. Northwestern gonna capture the point again, start getting that percentage to tick up. And now we have three ultimates for both sides. Qwerty getting hacked here, gonna try to get out. Looks like he's fine. Potentially gonna be pairing his ultimate with Vacancho's ultimate here with the Kitsune Rush, allowing him to attack with that sword that much faster. Fiddle gonna be popping his ultimate here though, in the midst of the rest of the team. Dumpster Baby gonna use his ult for himself, not gonna hit anyone else on the team. Northwestern still in control at this point. Kitsune going out. Qwerty finding one. No ultimate here from Qwerty as they've won the fight. Holds on to his ultimate to find it in another fight here. Northwestern coming home with that nice team win without having to dump all three of their ultimates in. It is truly an economy. You don't want to waste your ultimate and not have it for the next fight, or else they would have been down against Billy Shark's visor that we're sure to see soon. Qwerty finds the Sombra. He knows she doesn't have her transport anymore, and there it is. Finding two. Ronin finding another. Northwestern gonna take flashpoint number 2. What you see Qwerty do there is he was very patient with his blade. He saw the translocator from the Sombra go out. Now she doesn't have an escape. That's when he's going to pop ultimate. That's when he's going to dive in and get the kill there, because he knows she will not be able to escape because he just saw her use the ability. It's on cooldown. Very smart play there from Qwerty to wait on that ultimate there like that. Ronin using his ultimate, no heals there. Billy Shark finds 2 with his. That's a big visor. Finding lots of people. Qwerty and LBV going to the backline, killing Dumpsterberry, but the rest of their team is gone. The point has been given up, and St. Ambrose has control. LBV might have to leave Qwerty here. Looks like he was able to get away. LBV still has beat here. Could start the fight with a beat. Big pick here from Qwerty. Getting picked as well right after, though. Might need a big ultimate here from LBV. Just a run here. Everyone's just running away. Saving their lives, and it's working. LBV possibly going to get the Lucio. And he does. Well done here from Northwestern, not going into a fight they know they can't win as they're up against some ultimates there. LBV possibly going to find this Sombra, and he does. We see him just sitting here with Fiddle, keeping him alive as the rest of the team fights on against the remaining 4 members of St. Ambrose, but they do end up taking the fight and stealing this point back, even though St. Ambrose got 83% there, almost losing their first Flashpoint point. 3 ultimates here, though, for Northwestern against 1 here currently on St. Ambrose's side. LBV going to be having to watch out for that EMP, make sure it doesn't hit him, and making sure it does, though. He's hacked, and Northwestern's team going down, but he's using the B anyway. Going to save the remaining members that are still alive, that aren't Fiddle. Pretty almost finds the Tracer. She's down, though. LBV finds her with the boop. And that point is already catching up to that 83% just after 1 fight. That's how fast this percentage just is gained on these Flashpoint maps. Last fight potential here. Kitsune and Dragonblade coming out. Qwerty finding one, looking for another. Doesn't find any. No one's touching, though. Ronan using his ultimate. Vacanto using his. 1 down here for Northwestern, but 3... And there is the last member of St. Ambrose. Northwestern doing it again every single time on Flashpoint. 3-0 on Flashpoint. But better yet, 3-0 in the match. Every match so far, they have done it. They have come back even in those dire straits when it's looking tough for them. They pull back, they band together, they play well, they get crazy ultimates like we're seeing Ronan do right here with a big purple on everybody. And they absolutely just get it together, switching that mental state back on when they really need to clutch up here. So that is another dub there for our Red Raiders. We're going to thank you for tuning in. We are going to do a post-game interview, but right after, we shout out our sponsor at the Red Raider Esports program, HyperX. Any of that HyperX gear that you need, use our link in the description of the video to go to their website, get some good HyperX merch. That's what all of our team uses, and hey, you can't argue with it. They're 3-0 all the way through the season. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. Stick around, we'll be right back at you with a post-game interview. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it with our post-game interview. We've got the one and only tank player on Northwestern's team, Ronan. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Alrighty, Ronan. Back at it with another 3-0 here. We did see they did take another map off you guys, or another point on the first control point, Elios, and it was kind of surprising. I mean, we 100-0 on that first point on Ruins, and then Lighthouse was a totally different ballgame. What do you think the change was?
I think we were just struggling to clean up some kills in the mid fight. It was just some minor things overall.
Yeah, I mean, and then you guys definitely pulled it back together. We did see the Route 66 famous hold from Northwestern like usual, the first point hold on the defense, and then a one fight to win it all and just push on the attack. But we saw you switch it up. No Doomfist on the Route 66 defense. What was that about?
Well, we figured that they're gonna be going a lot of the. Well, first of all, they're on Sombra, and I'm not trying to play Doomfist in the Sombra. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, since we're playing Zen, we figured that the D.Va was gonna be a good pick to help them out.
Yeah, and it definitely was. We did see them die that first fight. Both of our supports leaving St. Ambrose to push quite a ways, but you guys definitely recouped and got it back. Was that first fight, as quick as it was, and us losing that first fight on Route 66, was that kind of a shock to the system there?
A little bit. I didn't expect their Winston to be able to get on top of them that quick. I should have anticipated that, but it's okay. We brought it back and was able to secure them that.
We definitely were in that big bomb there at the end, finding 2, placing it right on the payload. Well done there. All right, so how are you guys feeling? You had 3 games this whole week, winning all of them. A close one in the middle there as well. Quite a nail-biter last night's game was. You guys feeling quite exhausted after this week of 3 games?
I'm a little tired, but excited to keep it going.
Alrighty. Well, thanks, Rona. Anything else to say to the fans out there that are cheering you on?
Shout out to my friends and family, and of course, HyperX for the amazing headset and gear.
Alrighty, thank you, Ronan. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning back into another night of Red Raider Esports. We are still undefeated, and we plan to keep that streak alive, so tune in next time when we have an Overwatch game on a Thursday night. Only one game coming up in 2 weeks. Next week, we will have a bye week. We are off that week. So catch us next time when we are live. My name is Hades. Peace.